I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto daily, jumping right into the market. Today in crypto, Bitcoin walking the same line. Bitcoin's been moving sideways for a number of weeks. So you got 2017 cycle high top acting as support still. Very important that the bulls hold this key level, because downside ideas, you could see, 16,500 if the market sneezes. Bitcoin bulls got to show up here. Now, this is really it, okay? You've got this bear flag supposed to break to the downside, right? So the price action's working in this pattern. You assume that it continues in the pattern. Well, guess what? Right now, it's at the bottom of the pattern. So this is a bear flag down here, a small one, but you're just assuming that the price action continues in this pattern. Now, on a breakout to the upside with a retest, you go long altcoins. I will. If this thing breaks down below this level, and then especially below this level, you got a lot lower prices coming out of Bitcoin, right? So understand how I'm just using Bitcoin for the signal to open and close short trades, long trades. I use this as a leading indicator for what the altcoins are going to do. And then I use the stock market to front run this. And I've got some news to talk about that's very important that's coming tomorrow morning. Bitcoin zoomed in. And you can see you've got this small falling wedge. Like it broke out to the upside, but it really, you don't really have volume. Where's the volume? Let the volume be your guide. Okay, so you got all this, see how the price actions really interacting with this level, right? You got a lot of support and then it's resistance. All right, so you got this key level resistance right here. The bulls need to break this level, and then you've got the upper trend line to deal with for the Bitcoin bulls. And so you just don't have amazing volume here. We've got inflation data coming out 8:30 in the morning. A little bit of concern. How is that going to come out? That'll potentially move the market. It has been, right? So plan B is to long the breakout to the upside. Plan A is to short the breakdown. Potentially you get a move down here to 18,000 first. Pay attention to Bitcoin. I'll keep you guys updated. I've got some amazing shout outs to give on my trading group. A lot of times I talk about all the money that people make in the group, but this is just as important. New people, right? This person just joined the group. It's his third win. People come in and they're trading these short setups, and I'm going to go over these. They're real easy Kucoin tokens that are 3x shorts, and it just flips the chart upside down, and you can profit on downside. Like a bear market, you have to be able to trade both ways. This person actually paid for another member to join the group because he made so much money, but he bought a house and land cash. He played both markets, the housing market real well too, because he bought a house and a bunch of land, and then just got an offer for double what he paid. He made all this from the trading group. Shout out to Kazi Kanara. He says, you make learning to trade easy as possible. I want to teach you guys this skill. It will change your life forever, period. This person, the group is very solid. It's extremely interactive. We have one-on-one talks with people. Yeah, I've got a guy assigned who loves his job. He's assigned to answering beginner questions. You go into this group, you post your charts, and we will make you better traders, period. I've had so many people rejoining the group and joining the group because of the discount. So we're going to continue that. Can help you. I'll change your life forever, period. Remember, you go over to the website, cryptorev.net. It pays for itself. It's a no-brainer, cryptorev.net. If you go down into the description of this video, there's a link take you directly to this website. Remember, if you have any questions, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. Nobody else does what we do. Then we're going to make sure you're in the best trades. Here's Jasmy 3x short, 58% gainer, 44% gainer out of EOS 3x short. Now, upcoming events to watch. So today we had PPI data, which is inflation data, came out, didn't really move the market. You also had the Fed minutes that were released at 2 p.m. Didn't really move the market. I mean, Bitcoin's trying to work higher, but your CPI data is very important. People are going to take this and they're going to say, okay, the Fed, if they don't see inflation coming down significantly after all these rate hikes, the Fed is going to raise the rates more or as much as 75 basis points. And the market will react negatively if CPI data is outside the range of what the stock market's looking for. Remember, these markets are obviously a mess right now. The global economy is a mess right now. But if it comes back in range of what the stock market's looking for, it may not even move the market, right? But so you're looking for deviations outside what the norm, what the average, what the market thinks is going to happen. And that's when you get your biggest moves. You got a bunch of big tech earnings coming out October 24th and through the 28th. Write these down. On November the 2nd, we're going to get another rate hike. If this rate hike is only 50 basis points, you see a nice run up out of Bitcoin. If it is 75 basis points, we're still basically potentially moving the same direction. Anything more than that, tank the market. Now, these short coins, if you go into Tradingview, which I recommend that you use, there's a IP link in the description you can use. Sign up for Tradingview. On these short coins, Solana, we're going to talk about in a second. Solana, the short version on Kucoin, SOLUSDT.3S. It's an inverted chart, and I'm going to show you this in a second, of the regular Solana chart. You're looking for moves higher, but it's just inverted. So it's easier to understand if you're using if you're used to trading longs, right? And so it's a real easy segue into how to make money when the market's not looking amazing. But again, the news coming tomorrow morning is going to move the market. Okay, so I mean, there's a high probability that it moves the market. So understand this idea. And constantly in group, we're talking about all this news that's coming out with stocks, and nowhere ever did I think that I'd be talking about the stock market as much as I am. But it's so important. I can trade. I'm going to show you ES1 exclamation point stock market, S&P 500 E-mini futures. They're going to call the move. It's going to call the move of the next Bitcoin move. You can front run these patterns, and you know what the next trade needs to be quickly. You just have to be able to flip long or short. These altcoins can, even if you get a move higher, these altcoins 95, 98% crushed. They get destroyed, and most of them die. So make sure and just kind of understand how this news comes in and how you got to pay attention to it. The dollar. So we talked about a situation where potentially the dollar would break to the downside here, and it did. And then we were talking about if the dollar ran all the way up here, then you'd see Bitcoin downside. But what the dollar is doing is steadily working sideways. So does it roll over here one more time, or potentially form like a descending triangle? Any downside out of the dollar would give relief to Bitcoin and the stock market. This is going to call it all right here. ES1 exclamation point. I use this every day. You either get a double bottom right here, bottom, bottom, double bottom W pattern, and then a reversal up at this area. Or if you lose this level right here, then you're looking for a bunch of downside coming out of Bitcoin, out of the altcoins. It's going to be ugly. Okay, so this key level to watch. Okay, so this is a total two. This is a total altcoin market cap, right? We have 569 days left until the next Bitcoin halving. I've got a strategy that we're going to use to trade the Bitcoin halving that is going to make you guys a ton of money. So stick around. It's obviously back tested Bitcoin halvings tremendously, and we have an amazing run up coming. And you're like, Chris, it's 569 days later. Listen about this. Bitcoin average bear market pullback is 84%. We haven't got there yet. The average pullback is 84%. Most altcoins see 90 to 98% pullbacks. Tron was down 98%. Right now, I'm killing this ADA short. Most of these altcoins die. Okay, here's what's happening here. This is the altcoin total market cap. And so you're in a downtrend. Falling wedge is a downtrend, right? It means you're holding it. You're holding altcoins, you're losing money, Unless this thing breaks out to the upside, then you're looking for a move way down here to 460. I mean, you could lose another 25% out of altcoins. So again, you're watching this. If you don't break out, then you're potentially breaking down, right? So understand, you've got to be able to use these charts to help you. Now you got a falling wedge down here, and you could build a case. Hey, maybe you get a little breakout and an attempted breakout of the bigger pattern. But then what? If you don't break out, then you're going to break down, period. ADA, so I've had this short running. I posted this thing in group on the 29th, and I've just left it running, up 36% on this guy. This is the long version of the ADA chart. Okay, so you can see this thing looks very bearish. It looks like the Bitcoin chart, but it's already lost this level. And I've got a coin I'm going to talk about. It's Solana in a second. So you have a descending triangle right here. There's a 64% chance this breaks the downside. And you got volume. See how the volume spiked? You got volume confirmation. So if you get a Bitcoin bounce and this thing comes back up here and hits this level, you have this major pullback right here. And that tells you all the sellers are right here. So if this gets rejected and then you get this bearish retest, you're looking for a lot more downside. Could see 26 cents out of ADA. Solana looks the same. And I'm going to explain like how the shorts look on Kucoin. So you don't want people trading 50x leverage. Doesn't make sense. 3x is perfect. And these easy coins on Kucoin, VIP link in the description, are the way to go. So Solana, USDT, you've got the same pattern, descending triangle. This hasn't broken to the downside yet, but if it does, a short Solana, search for these, and then we'll type in Solana USDT .3s. That means .3 short. And so you pull up the chart and it's an inverse basically. Now let me show you this ADA 3s, 3x short chart. Okay, so this is the one I posted in group. I'm like, guys, we got this double bottom possible. If it breaks out of this ascending triangle, which is supposed to 64% chance, all this is an upside down version of this. All it is. There's no liquidation price. You can make a lot of money, you can lose a lot of money. See, I know what you're doing, but you start with a small amount. You broke out 36% gains. You trade the market both ways, and these are easy. This is, you're not dealing with a bunch of crazy leverage. Make 3 times more on winning trades, or you'll lose 3 times more on losing trades. But on these large caps, it gives you small cap gains. Now, again, on this ADA short, you're watching for a Bitcoin bounce for entry. So just to clarify, a bounce on Bitcoin would give a pullback on this short setup. And so do you get some type of retest of, looks like there's a rising wedge. It's not drawn here, but you get a bullish retest of this pattern for better entry on short ideas. Understand how these charts, and like that's how we're making all our money. I posted this on the 29th, trading these short coins, and we're killing it. All right, so this is CryptoCraft website. You can go here and you've got all the important meetings. PPI came out today, which is inflation, but CPI inflation is a lot more important. And really the year over year is going to be the most important. So the forecast is 8.1%, which is lower than the previous 8.3%. This CPI comes in over 8.1% considerably, market tanks. If it comes in under 8.1%, Bitcoin pumps. Altcoins pump with it. This website will allow you, it'll automatically warn you an hour beforehand this news is coming. And so it's really important. You got to go through here, and I haven't done so as much as possible yet, but you go through, you go to the menus, and you can change this because this has got a bunch of other countries, China, UK. I really want to pay attention to the United States. Okay, so this is a tool that I'm able to use. I know what news is coming. I'm able to stay organized based on this idea. You've got to understand. Can you imagine how much the stock market's going to move Bitcoin? We don't want it to, but at this point, stock market, every move follows the next Bitcoin move. Okay, we would love for crypto to do its own thing. Will that day come? Hopefully, but it's not here yet. And so this is the strategy that we're using. All right, so just to go over this one more time, write this stuff down. So the PPI, which actually already came out, it measures the average change over time in the prices domestic producers receive for their output, the producer price index. So it's a measure of inflation at a wholesale level that's compiled from thousands of indexes measuring this. Go to CPI. CPI, which is coming out tomorrow. CPI tracks the rate of change in the United States over time. So there's a key economic metric. It's based on prices that consumers pay for goods and services throughout the United States economy. The percentage change in CPI over a period of time is referred to as the inflation rate. I want you guys to understand, write down, and learn these terms because you will make a phenomenal amount of money based on these ideas. Watch. Like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment in the comment box. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.